Mom, don't watch the video.
Being together
for
each other.
24/7. So soft. Are you waiting to hear my answer
no.
first?
No.
I'm not a puppy.
Hey guys, my name is Richie.
What's up? My name is Kyle.
And welcome back to our channel. So it's been a while since we actually uploaded a video here on To The Nines. Cassie's over here behind the camera. It's been a while because we have just been present in our own relationships, and as well as Cassie and Paul. We've just been enjoying our married life and just soaking it all in. So today we're going to be answering your questions about our first year of marriage.
Our first year and a half. But first, before we get into that, we just want to say thank you to James Allen. One of the best things about my year and a half has been this fire wedding ring.
I think for us, it was really important for us to find the right rings. We were really specific with which type of ring we wanted. We both wanted eternity rings. I got the eternity band in white gold. It is so pretty, you guys. I am literally obsessed. And the quality of this ring is just so good. Let me tell you, I work out with it and sometimes I get worried because like the dumbbell kind of like, I know I should be taking it off, but it's actually really hard for me to take off, so I just kind of keep it and wear gloves. But I get worried because I'm like, I feel like the diamond and like the setting will kind of move, and I check it every time, but it's literally the toughest thing. Like, it's such good quality.
Yeah, and I actually wanted an eternity ring as well, where it was like iced out all over. But instead I opted for this ring that I have now. It's the 7-stone channel set diamond ring. And I actually really like it. It's almost like my anxiety fidget. I'm always touching it. Like there's like little grooves on the side. And I love how the stones are like inside, inside the ring. So if you want to be a little flashy sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you want to be a little simple, right? A little humble.
Turn it around. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Really? Actually, our friend just got engaged and her fiance actually got her ring from
JamesAllen.com because of us.
Yeah, it's perfect because you can customize the setting, the stone size, and her stone is actually so
nice.
Clear and pretty. I love it so much. So yeah, go check out JamesAllen.com. You're a guy and you're trying to propose, or if you're a girl and you're trying to propose and you're watching this video right now, JamesAllen.com has your back, you guys. So
yep, link in the description. And now, on to the questions.
All right, question number 1. What is your favorite thing about marriage?
I think, you want to say it together at the same time?
Okay, I guess we could say it together.
It's 4 words.
I don't think I can say it.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Being with
together
each other.
24/7.
Being together.
Being with each other. Being together 24/7 is
Yes.
the best. We don't like get sick of each other.
Do you not get sick of me?
I don't.
I don't get sick of you either.
Were you waiting to hear my answer first?
No. I think we're the type where we're like, I guess you could say clingy. Because like when I leave his side, I get sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a bad thing. Oh, we're also not the type of people that like need space from each other.
There you go. There you have it. Being together 24/7, best part of marriage.
What is something you discovered about your partner this last year? Any surprises?
I think for me, like the most general sense is that you're very reward driven. Knowing that you will have a reward right after. Like literally yesterday, I was like, can you clean like the washroom, for example, right? And he's like, but we're gonna watch One Piece after, right? It was literally like he had to have a justification to like cleaning. And that's fine for me. I'm like, anything that motivates you to clean. And I'm like, yeah, let's watch a movie after, right? You work really hard so that you can also rest. Or also the opposite, you rest really well, which is your reward for working hard.
Right.
So it like kind of like,
yeah, I can see that.
or like when you work really hard, there's times where you want to go to Metro to buy a hat. Literally, it's just how it is, and I think that's how boys are. But for me, for example, I like to like just keep on doing things, like keep on cleaning to feel productive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
I actually discovered how much you internalize your overwhelmedness.
Yes. Absolutely.
So sometimes I'll look at you and you're just like frozen in time because you're very overwhelmed with everything. Or it's like your body can't finish the things your mind wants to finish. So you're just like...
No, that's me every
time. And you stop breathing.
Maybe.
Is that anxiety?
It might be like internalized anxiety. It might be. Because I notice there's times where I like actually when I'm packing for like your trip, I put all the stuff in your luggage and I just literally stare at it for a good 10 minutes because I'm like so overwhelmed that I just need to stop and my body won't move. Anyways, okay, next question.
Okay, on that note.
What was your favorite thing about your wedding?
I think my favorite thing about my wedding was how meaningful everything was. The walking down the aisle and like seeing everyone walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
And then seeing Cassie, because she was one of the bridesmaids, walking down the aisle too. Like everything
like
was
your
so...
family.
Yeah, my family and everything's like, we're very family... Oriented, very, very much. So everything was so like...
Yeah.
Like destroying me. Ceremony. And all the way to the reception. My family did like a surprise presentation.
Yeah.
And she did a surprise presentation for me. I did one for her. It was so meaningful for us, or for me at least, which made the night amazing. But also it was fun for everyone to experience and be involved in.
Yeah. I think one of our friends who attended, she was like, I loved your wedding because even if it was like 120 people, it felt really intimate, and like we really highlighted our families. Not that we did it on purpose, but we didn't know that there were surprise presentations or whatever, but they were the ones that kind of came together and made the day special for us. And one of my favorite ones too, other than the fact that I did my first dance with you, that's a given already, but the dance that I did with my family, Tahitian.
That's the surprise.
Yeah, so like everyone literally danced. My mom danced.
Your dad.
My dad danced.
Your brother.
My brother danced. He wasn't supposed to be part of it, but I was like, come on, like dance with us. So that was a really special moment for me, kind of like bringing the island.
Whoa.
Because you've never seen me dance like that.
No, I've never seen. That was really fun.
So that was really, really fun, and just all the special performances, everything.
What is something you wish you did at your wedding? / do you have any regrets?
Yes. And I always mention this. I don't know if you...
You want to say it together?
Yeah. Okay, so mine...
Okay, no, just say the one word.
7 words. 3, 2, 1. Not inviting people that I wish we invited.
Yeah.
During our whole engagement season and preparing, you're always told like, hey, this is about you guys.
Yeah.
Which is, it's very rightfully, it's all about you guys. Like it's about the bride and the groom, and that's it. And you do whatever is in your guys' best interest. And for us, one of the ways that looked like was we limited our invitations because of budget.
Yeah.
Looking back, there were so many people that I wished we invited, and I regret it to this day. Like we always talk about it.
How has Kyle helped you grieve when your mom passed away?
I'm not gonna cry. But if you guys didn't know, my mom passed away last October. And it's really hard because it's like in our first year of marriage. You wouldn't think you would go through something so deep like that. But he's helped me in a way where he just lets me cry. I literally will just cry. Like any time of the day, in bed, before I sleep, when I wake up in the morning. So he just allows for me to cry, and that's all I needed. I didn't need him to like give me comforting words
or answers
or like the cliche like, you know, she's in heaven, like everything's gonna be okay. Like I know that, but all I needed was like for him to just be there to hug me when I'm crying. One of my love languages is touch, or physical touch, and words of affirmation, but all I needed at the time was a touch, like for me to cry on his shoulder, and just for him to like comfort me in that way. Definitely I was down during the first couple months when my mom passed away, so I couldn't be 100% for him. I couldn't like be the wife that I wanted to be, and the fact that he understood that, he wasn't expecting anything from me. He wasn't expecting me to be 100% for him during that season. Allow for myself to feel all the feels and mourn properly.
What is one thing you learned about marriage?
Marriage isn't 50-50. I think before we got married, I feel like we had this like general sense of like, oh yeah, 50-50. Because I didn't really think about it that much, but entering into marriage, I learned that it's not 50-50.
I've seen TikToks where it's like, the husband comes home and he's like, yeah, I'm at a 20.
Oh, 20%.
And it's like, okay, like I got your 80%, which is actually really good exercise. And she'll like fill it in. Because marriage is never always 50-50, right?
When you're down bad or when you're just like going through it, I don't expect for him to fill in the gaps of like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do 50% of the work. I don't think marriage is ever that. Like, when I'm 20%, he will fill in the gaps of when I am not able to. I think that's what love is. Like, it's sacrificial. Like, you give more than you can actually receive.
Yeah.
And in the same way, if he's like that, it's just a marriage that will like edify each other instead of like saying, hey, you didn't do this, hey, you didn't like do your 50%. Like, it's not fair.
Learning that you are one in marriage, which means everything that she goes through, I go through.
Right.
And everything I go through, she goes through. Which means also the good moments, the great moments, and all of the hidden things and the secrets.
Yeah.
We go through together. Like, we actually go through together in the most real way. It's not tough for just the sake of being tough, but it's tough for the sake of health.
Yeah.
Like, the other end of it, whatever we could go through together in our pursuit of being one, at the other end is like healthier marriage.
Yeah. You know, when they say like, I'll do better in marriage, or I'll like work on this during marriage. Yeah, like I feel like marriage actually exposes a lot of things that you've been hiding in your singles.
It amplifies it.
Yeah, it amplifies like the things that you've been suppressing, all of the trauma, everything. It actually amplifies it because now you're sharing a space with someone who you're doing life with literally.
24/7.
And to hide it is actually more exhausting than putting it to the surface. So I think marriage, if anything, exposes it, and I think we learn to allow for like the mistakes, the brokenness, the trauma, everything that's coming out to the surface, giving it space for grace so that we're not like hard on each other, but we're actually building each other up to be more like Christ or better people.
What do you guys argue the most?
So argue is such a it's like a very specific word. I feel like we don't actually argue. Not that we're like passive, but we can like communicate how we feel when it comes. But some of the things that we do talk about
is like cleaning. When you clean, you feel like you have to clean on your own.
Well, this is the thing, okay? Mom, don't watch the video. She's gonna text me and she's gonna say, Kyle, I told you to help your wife. I clean. No, I clean. Promise, mommy.
He does clean. He does clean.
But so my thing is this. So defensive. Whenever she leaves, like there was a season, it was like 3 weeks to a month where she always had events. She was always leaving. She would come home and the house is spotless.
Yeah.
Because I like love it when I get to clean by myself. My thing is when there's someone else cleaning around me, I don't know like what's my jurisdiction here. Like what areas is meant for me or not. And so when she says which areas, like okay, like washroom, living room, then it's done. Like it's done. But I feel like I can't fully clean. But when she's not here and I get to clean everything, it's the best day. Like I'm like playing music, I'm like, you know, dancing.
You're romanticizing
the cleaning because I'm romanticizing her reaction when she comes home.
That's what I mean by like, that's his reward. It's the surprise of like me coming home like, wow, this is awesome.
No,
good job.
I'm not a puppy. Like,
no.
Good job.
No, but surprise, you also we both love surprises.
Very reaction driven, true that.
Yeah, very reaction driven, especially when it comes to food. Like he gets sad when I don't react to it.
Sad, but
he's just like, when I don't have my first bag with him and I like eat it first before him, he's like, oh. Like we have to experience it together.
Yeah. We're one, man.
And he waits for my reaction. Not only for me, but for Cassie, everyone else. You know? It's funny. Anyways.
Are you guys happy that you waited until marriage to kiss?
Yes.
Super rare.
Yeah.
It is rare, but I feel like it's very rewarding because
it made the actual kiss super like magical.
Yeah. Like I never knew what his lips felt like.
Yeah, you can watch this in our wedding video. You can go back and see if it's
true.
true.
Did we say it?
We said it. You can see our lip. We mouthed it to each other.
Oh yeah, we were like
so soft.
We both said it. That was the first thing we both said.
I was shocked. Like wow, it's like a pillow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be like that.
Yeah. It's rewarding because like it's something so special that you reserve for the person that you are gonna spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah.
So every time we kiss now, how do you feel?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm not tired of it. I'm like, I was really shocked though. Like when I really wanted, I was really, you can see my face. I'm like, my family, we kiss each other. But we don't kiss each other with our lips. That makes sense. You do like
they do like a,
you know, like, so it's always like that. And it's like,
You're Filipino.
right? Like this.
Do you think that affected your marriage in any way?
what are the fruits of saving your first kiss for marriage?
That you discover everything.
Yeah.
From the honeymoon, you discover everything.
Yeah. I think for us, our biggest thing was not allowing for the enemy to take a hold of our intimacy, because I feel like intimacy is the most important part of marriage. Like sex is the most sacred thing in marriage, which is really normalized in our society, right? So for us, we really wanted it to be sacred and good. So really setting boundaries for our engagement season was hard, not gonna lie, for us to like not, because we're attracted to each other. So like it's really hard to not kiss each other because you want to kiss each other. But I think we set those boundaries because we really wanted to make sure that we're able to like have self-control.
Yeah.
And so when we actually experience each other, like we're like, whoa, what is this?
It's all new. It's like new discovery, and like we had never had any like sexual partners previous.
Yeah.
Going into it, so we were like, it was really just discovering everything.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't know how else to explain that.
Yeah.
What works, what doesn't work.
Yeah. So that's all the questions for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot from us. We're actually gonna be doing another wedding video.
A more in-depth video.
Yeah, where I actually talked with Sion about the details of our wedding, how to plan a wedding, insight from an actual wedding planner. Yeah, so we want to say again, thank you to James Allen for the wedding rings. If you're looking for a wedding ring for yourself, an engagement ring, whatever, visit jamesallen.com. My collective, we recently came out with a song, Rings, so it's very fitting that we end this video with that song. Go ahead and check it out. So if you're saying, give me my ring, visit jamesallen.com. Conley Ritchie, signing off.
Give me my ring.